We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Horus, Heresy, Battle Report.
Let's start off by taking a look at my Dark Mechanicum forces for today, making up half the total points here. Leading the whole thing is Archimagos Scoria. I figured that I haven't really played Mechanicum a whole lot in this edition, so why not try to remember the rules right now, live. Moving along for elites, in the back there I have a Domitar Battle Automata. He will have Paragon of Metal, which I'll do my best to remember. The other elite choice is the Myrmidon Secutor Host, and they are in a Triaros Armored Conveyor. Troop choices, I have a very big healthy squad of Castellax Battle Automata, and then the other troop choice there is a Thalax Cohort. Again, 6 strong. I don't normally play that way. Fast attack choices, I have a Vorax Battle Automata Maniple of 2. And then for Lord of War, whenever I have an excuse to bust out my Warhound, I bust out my Warhound. So he won't be starting on the board, but we might be calling him in for reinforcements.
Do you have a name for it yet?
I don't. Oh. No, yeah.
Every Titan needs a name.
I know every Titan needs a name, but I haven't gotten around to it yet, Luca.
All right, kicking off to the Death Guard, we have, of course, First Captain Typhon with his retinue of Death Shroud Terminators, who also have a dedicated Spartan transport tank with las cannons. In addition to that, we have our Contemptor Dreadnoughts at the back. They will form a Talon coming in together. We also have a Predator tank, again heavy on the las cannons. Just like yesterday, we hope they're going to do a little bit better, but we've got our Flamer squad, our heavy Flamer squad right here with the Alchem Flamer variant. We also have our Rocket Squad from the heavy support section. Then on top of that, we have, instead of yesterday with our 5, we have 10 Cataphractii Terminators, complete with those Lightning Claws, and 1 heavy Flamer in there for extra flame firepower. And then we have just a couple of extra tactical squads with dedicated Rhino transports and bolters, and led by a Praetor with Power Axe.
Perfect. And then we'll take a look at the wolves, or at least the remaining wolves here on the surface of Bogmort. We're going to be led by a Speaker of the Dead. Great Frost Axe on him. And that's about it. He is going to be joining a squad of 10 Death Shroud. Not Death Shroud, those are Death Guardians. These are Death Sworn. They're going to be equipped with Power Axes and Rad Grenades, riding in this totally legitimate era Land Raider with a Multi-Melta on top of it. I actually didn't even have points for Searchlights. I have 5 points over, so no Searchlights on him. 3 squads of Grey Slayers here, all with Bolters and Fenrisian Axes. A couple squads in the back had points for Vexillas, and actually just the Vexillas, that's the only difference. The Huskarls did decide to take Artificer Armor this time. They don't want to be beaten by chump weapons in melee. And then 3 Dreadnoughts of War. We got 2 Contemptors with the exact same loadout. They have the Assault Cannon with a Power Fist and a Meltagun in the Power Fist. And 1 very friendly Leviathan Dreadnought with 2 Storm Cannons and a Phosphex weapon and Volkite in his chest. My Warlord trait will be the Howl of Mordecai again with this guy here. And a special thank you to Malik for breaking his axe way back in the day. Never forget it. Never ever, my friend. And the glorious Defenders of Bogmort. I'm going to keep panning. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to tell you guys, this is 3,000 points. This is a regular-sized list, by the way. This is not a far-fetched list because we're doing a narrative game. This is what you'd actually probably see on the table when you'd be playing this, if you wanted to, that is. So where do you want to start?
Yeah, so Bogmort's led by the Force Commander up here, Baron Vernon Drag, right? He's got a Paragon Blade, an Archaeotech Pistol, same stuff he had in the last game. The 2 Provenances we're going to be running, as always, is Armory of Old Knight and Feral Warriors. Armory of Old Knight gives us access to like Assault Needlers and Volkite weapons, and Feral Warriors gives us access to those Chain Axes.
Nice.
First up, behind him, he's got his Retinue Squad, just a command cadre, Needle Pistols and Chain Axes on them. They're accompanied by a Militia Standard. They got a Militia Lieutenant with a Power Fist right here, and they got a Medic there on the right as well.
Nice, right over there.
All right, so we also have 3 Grenadier squads over here on the left. Chain axes, assault needlers on them, some plasma guns, some melta guns, some medics in there as well. 40 regular infantry with shotguns and a medic with each.
Shotgun's
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
We also have 4 discipline masters, just to blam guys in the back of the head when they think about running away.
When their discipline wavers.
Yeah. We have 10 sentinels, autocannons on the sentinels.
Very good. I like autocannons. Autocannons are fun.
And then we have 10 Premier Ogrins. Sergeant with a Thunderhammer again, the Ogrin boss that did so well in that last game. All with Thunder Stubs, of course.
Of course.
Always bring the Thunder Stubs.
You got to bring the standard Bogmort Thunder Stub for your Famir Ogrin. We got a bunch of, I don't know if they're called Rough Riders.
They're just Militia Cavalry Squad. We call them the Bog Knights. Cavalry Squad, Militia Lances, one with a melta gun.
All right, a bunch of Piggly Wigglies. And that'll be it for all the infantry and cav, but we have 5 of these.
Yeah, so for these, we're going to be trying out a Liber Panoptica unit. It's a great fan rule set.
Yep.
These guys are going to be Achilles light tanks. They're real cheap. Like, they got 2 hull points, 11 armor on all sides, and then a single autocannon. They're like your fast scouting tanks that die very, very easily.
Oh, hopefully they get a volley of autocannon shots off before it
they
goes
go
down.
Yeah.
There are many people in our community that want to improve their physical health. I asked the question, do you want to have a fitness challenge and do you want to have a miniature to go with it? And what the community has said is, yes, we want it, and this is the answer to that yes. It is the first Just Move miniature, now available in the MiniWarGaming Forge. By getting this mini, you're making a commitment to yourself that you will just move more. Place this on your hobby shelf when you're painting up miniatures, and when you look up at it, triggers that thought to just move. The movement has started. It is fantastic. We're moving in this direction. We're assembling the berserkers. Join in the collection of skulls. Now back to the battle report.
War reaches the surface of Bogmort. Our mission today is from the Siege of Cathonia book. This is Ashes of Victory, one of the Apex missions. In the middle, we have the ritual site that Callous Typhon has already begun to work on. In fact, they're quite close to being done, and they need to exfiltrate and get off the surface of the planet. They are awaiting air support, and it is up to the Space Wolves and the remaining forces of Bogmort to prevent that. And the actual rules of the mission is the defenders, being the Death Guard and Dark Mechanicum forces, deploy in a rectangle 12 inches away from every battlefield edge. They're only able to deploy half of their units, rounding down. They've already decided. We'll show you what that is in a moment. But the objective in the middle is the ritual site, and that is worth 3 victory points to the defenders only every turn they control it. This will be important later as well. Victory points are the main way to win, but it is also a resource that the defenders have to juggle to bring in their reserves themselves, the other half of their army that's not on the board. Now, the other way, and only other way to get victory points here, is by killing each other. You get 1 victory point for every unit destroyed or that panicked and ran off the table. Every battlefield edge is eligible for a unit to run off of, as this is just scatter in every directions when things go bad. The game is going to last between 4 to 6 turns. It will be a variable roll at the end of turn 4, and a more difficult one at the end of turn 5, and at the end of turn 6, that's it. Whoever has the most points wins. Now, the major twist here is that the defenders have a vanguard and a rear guard. The rear guard's not on the table. For every unit they want to bring in, starting in turn 2, they can spend 1 of their victory points to pick any unit they have in their rear guard in reserves to bring in from any table edge they want. Now, because the Filthy Traders won the previous game up in the space station, they control the guns up there for now. They control the space up there for now. But that does mean they're going to be able to bring in their reserves a little bit easier this game. They'll get 2 free victory points to use for the purpose of bringing in reserves only. And that'll help out them in this mission. For the attackers, they're going to go first in this game. And before we go first, we're going to place D3+2 blast markers to represent hidden tunnels and bunker networks under the surface of Bogmort that its defenders or inhabitants know quite a bit about, and they will be leading the Space Wolves into battle through them. Now, any infantry, dreadnoughts, or automata may use these tunnels as a battlefield edge to arrive from. Any other unit type will roll onto the battlefield from the battlefield edges, being tanks. and flyers and things like that. These hidden bunkers, once revealed, may be shot at by the traitors, and as long as they're penetrated, they will suffer a catastrophic collapse and potentially do damage to units nearby, but otherwise, they have 3 hull points, armor 13, if you want to just glance them to death. And that is it! That is our mission today. Let's go take a look at what the defenders have on the board. Taking a quick look at what the defenders have on the board, Kalas Typhon and his Honor Guard of Death Shroud are finishing the ritual at the ritual site here. And as the attackers show up, they're probably going to have them disembark in embark on the Spartan and roll out to wherever they need to be. Effectively, the ritual is complete. They just need to hold this position until their rear guard shows up to assist them and win this battle, or until they're taken off the battlefield by air support and back up to the void, as Typhon has completed his mission here, as he always does. Now we have AdMech stuff here too. We have the Castellax
Mechanicum.
Castellax with Scoria. We have the Praetor with the Death Guard or Tacticals, the 10 Terminators, a Rhino. They're mostly here to help score the objective because you do need line on it still, and that's what the Thalax there are there for. Spartan, 2 Contemptors and a Talon. And that is honestly it. The rest, including the Warhound Titan, will be rolling into play. Now, the Warhound Titan and the Myrmidons count as 2 victory points to bring in. Everything else is 1. Scrap that. The Triarchs is only a dedicated transport. That is only 1 victory point to bring in. Otherwise, the attackers are going to go first, and we're going to put down our hidden bunkers. We got to roll it up. Why don't we go ahead and do that? D3 plus 2 of them. We're going to get D3 plus 2. They're like little 3-inch blast markers, but we're going to be using these to represent them because they're perfect. Perfect fauna for Bogmort. Roll it up. It's going to be 3. Wait, yeah, 2? D3 plus 2. Yeah, 3. That's exactly it. We have 3 right here. There's going to be a hidden bunker entrance under the fauna here, under the fauna near the bastion. I guess I'll leave it there. And then 1 over there in the swamps. And that's optional places the attackers can show up from. That's it. We're ready to start. It's going to be attackers turn 1. We got a lot of reserves to roll for. That's the other stipulation. Attackers can show up on turn 1 with their reserves, but they got to roll for them. We don't control which ones are showing up. Flora. Rolling for our reserves on the first turn comes the Cavalry, the Fimir, both Greyslayer, well, 2 out of my 3 Greyslayer units show up, 1 being there. Grenadiers, mostly using the battlefield edges, but some cases using the Flora. We just don't want to be charged right away, because we can't charge. These are regular reserve rules. We can shoot, that's about it. 1 of my Contemptors showed up, my Leviathan showed up, the Scouts, the Death Sworn with the Speaker of the Dead rolled up, moved to full 12 on the Land Raiders, so a little bit less on the shooting end of things. My second squad of Greyslayers, Grenadiers, with the actual command squad here, and the Force Commander. More Scout Sentinels with Grenadiers behind them. And way, way, way over here, the last element of the Bogmort, forces of Bogmort, I can't remember their name, the light scout tanks.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, is this one whole squadron of 5?
It's a squadron of 5.
Beautiful. It takes up a huge footprint. Now, we're going to go ahead and do an interceptor from the Mechanicus
Scurry
here.
is going to call it. Yeah. And normally Automata can't, but the Warlord trait allows me to.
Yeah, that's like the Scurria's thing. And with all of Scurria's war gear, an augury scanner is not among them.
It's there. Honestly, I don't regret picking Mechanicum, but I regret picking Mechanicum. Because there's a lot of words. So these are the Mauler bolt cannons.
Brr.
On 3s.
Good start. Strength 6, I assume?
Strength 6, yeah.
Now, these light tanks are armor 11 on all sides? Yeah.
11, 11, 10.
10 on the back. They're like rhinos then, okay.
Yeah.
So 5s to glance. It probably has thunder, maybe?
No, these don't.
All right, so 1 glance, 1 pen. Oh, they have penning, nice. Couple cover saves from the tree.
I'll do the pen first.
That is, oh, is it good? It's good, okay, yep.
And the glance.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no damage so far.
The 2 gets hot and the 2 Darkfire cannons.
Darkfires, ooh, what's the AP of a Darkfire cannon?
Good enough that it's going to hurt me, probably. Deflector.
Deflect it.
Nope.
1 damage on the Dark Mechanicum Lord. Any feel no pain on Scoria?
That's onto the Castellax.
Oh, yep, that's fair. Oh, it's part of the unit. One of their Darkfires. I understand. I thought Scoria was one of those like tech priests that had like 15,000 array of weapons on.
Okay. He is, but he goes after.
Okay, gotcha.
Because there's a lot of reading to do. 3s.
This is for the other ones that hit. Yeah.
Yep. And then these are looking. They're strength 7.
Yeah. Are they? I guess lance doesn't matter. So
No.
4 to glance. So a glance. Sorry, correction, I thought the Darkfire Lances were weird blast weapons for some reason. They're just single shot weapons. So we still had one gets hot, same resolution, 3 hits though otherwise, and 1 glance. One cover save.
All right, 1 cover save.
Tree, help me!
Nope.
I see you swap your dice out.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah.
All right, down to, they only have 2 hull points each. They're pretty much a Rhino with 2 hull points and an autocannon.
Lucas pointing out I could have taken Night Lords.
Could have just taken Night Lords.
It was a cool idea that I regret. Okay, so this is the photon thruster off the big guy.
Mechanicum is never a
Hits
cool
twice.
idea.
Strength 6.
Very good. Excellent.
Okay, I think I'm doing my best to get this right here. I'm going to try to use the Animatus Exindor.
Yep, that's a Cyber Thurgy power.
Yes.
Leadership
Yeah,
check.
of course. Leadership check. Leadership 10, so he's fine.
Pass. Now, what does this Cyber Thurgy power do?
Well, it's Assault D6.
Oh, it's a shooting attack.
Haywire. Cyberthurgic Focus, and Datagen.
Yep, Datagen,
We're going to do the Assault D6 first part.
of course.
Okay, so we got 5. Should be hitting on 2s. Very good. And then Haywire.
Is this the same charge as last edition?
I hope.
All right, same. I haven't seen Haywire in a while.
And that happens.
Ooh, nice. So that one probably does nothing if I had to guess. The 6 is something cool, and the 2 to 4 does different things. The 6 is a pen with no saves of any kind allowed and damage mitigations, and the 3 remaining ones are glancing hits.
So I'll roll them 2 at a time.
Yep.
2 hull points each.
Boom. That's another one wrecked.
And the last one.
Nothing. And because they're not open top to the penetrating hit, can't do anything substantial. So that's 2 wrecked light vehicles, light tanks, walkers in this case, I guess. We'll say this one's wrecked because he was initially taking the hits. This one gets wrecked second, and then this guy will have a hull point left. Why not? Couple of easy wrecks right there, working towards getting rid of the entire squadron. Try one more Cyber Thurgy.
Well, yeah, keep the good time rolling. We're going to go for a Mortio Cogita. I think this is meaningful.
It
Pass
passes.
the test again.
Boom.
Can I hit you with it? I do hit you with it.
Very good.
Strength 10 AP1.
Ooh. Hey, nothing. Well, glance. This guy does not have cover, so he'll get glanced as well. And that, everyone watching at home, is finally it for Skoria! Firing Protocol 3, so 2 powers in 1 shot with whatever weapon Josh ended up going with there. The tail gun, the Scorpion's tail. I don't know what its name is, though. And that was actually just more of a reactive shot from us showing up. That was their interceptor and one of their 2 movement phase reactions. Then we don't really have to do any movement because, well, we just resolved all of our movement. We can go right to shooting. And we got to try and lighten up the middle here a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and start shooting over here with our light walkers.
All right, 2 auto
I
cannons.
decide if I want to do
Scoria's
this.
unit. Being on Force.
Oh, you got a thing you want to decide on?
I got to potentially do the reaction.
Again? Return fire?
I could return fire.
Oh, let's not. Don't shoot them. We're just going to save ourselves a lot of rolling. Save everyone some time. We're just going to shoot over here instead. And if there is a reaction somewhere, we might go back here to shoot them.
All right.
No reaction here. We're just going to light them up with autocannons.
Auto cannons on Force.
Good start. 4 hits there, wounding on 2s.
2s to wound.
Boom. Is there rending 5 up on them?
It's
or
6 up, I
6
believe.
up, so 3 AP. I guess those are probably enough AP to get through their armor.
AP4. Yeah.
Are they 4 up save on that
They're
one?
4 up save on that one.
Ooh, that kills 1. They're 2 or they're 3
I got a
wounds
feel
each.
no pain.
Oh, there's a feel no pain. That's right.
Feel no pain.
Ooh, nice.
Huzzah!
Pass 1, fail 2. They're 3 wounds each,
They are.
leaving 1 at 1 wound. We had to go fire the small squad of grenadiers afterwards. Unfortunately, 1 Bogmort, or do you call them Bogmortians?
Sure.
I don't. I'm trying to think of like the plural of it. Anyways, he loses his life to an overcharged plasma gun, and then we land 8 wounding hits with their toxic rounds.
Assault needlers.
Of course, they're standard assault needlers from Bogmort.
Standard Bogmort.
8 saves.
Get 4 ups
Oh, very good. Only.
to feel no pain.
Oh, yep. We got it. We got a robot. Everyone, we got a robot.
No, they're not robots. They're cyborgs.
So we got a cyborg. That's right. It's like a brain and all metal.
There's I think they know what they are.
Oh, that's even worse. And over here, we do a couple snapshots from the Gray Slayers into the Terminators to no effect. Too far away for these Grenadiers. And moving on to some biggie guns over here. He'd be proud. We're going to try and cripple Callus's ride. We can fire 1 weapon of full BS. This would be this double las cannon, Scrav's las cannon. And then everything else is going to snap fire. We'll put that into this darker dreadnought. Multi-melta, heavy bolter, this las cannon, all that way. Start the big shot into the side of the Spartan. Never mind, don't worry about it, we missed. Pew, pew, right past it. It is a small target, I understand. And we're gonna do a couple snapfire shots over here. Oh, we got a hit there, awesome. Into the Contemptor, wounds it on a 2, it does, and you have your 5 up invulnerable save as this pierces through your Ceramite. Okay. Deflector, nope, 1 damage, he's got 5 left. The twin heavy bolter, twin linked. Boom, 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 boom. They got a hit. Strength 5, not enough to wound you. Your toughness 7. And the multi-melta, it is twin linked. Oh, I don't need the twin linked. Strength 8. It doesn't wound, and we're not in melta range either for the reroll against stupid walkers. Then Operation Cripple the Ride. We're gonna keep on going with the Storm Cannon Leviathan, putting every shot, including the Phosphex technically, into the Spartan right there. Hit on 2. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. He missed 2 shots. That's average. Now this is a Strength 7 gun against Armor 14. It can only hurt on 7s on the dice, but it does have Rending 5 up and Sunder. I'll double check the Rending 5 up. The Sunder is the more important part. So we have 1 for sure, and I got to double check that, and these all get rerolled. It is Rending 5 up, just wanted to confirm. A little, very good. And then we're gonna go ahead and Sunder, oh God. Well, there's a lot of cover saves. So let's see what these are pens and which ones are glances. So the 6s automatically become glances, but if I roll a 2 or more, they're pens. So I'll do that first. A 2 on a D3, I apologize. So these are glances, that's in the glance pool, and these are pens, because those are now 15s. 15, 16, 16. And then these are currently strength 12. That is 15, 15, 15. Okay. So 5 penetrating hits and 3 glancing hits. The other way around. It was 6 penetrating hits and 2 glancing hits. Now, luckily, you do get cover saves. So you have 5 of cover saves. You could do the glances or the pens first. So you just pretty much roll a pool of glancing saves. Yeah, so let's see if cover helps.
Pens.
These are the pens. Okay, so you actually stopped 5 of them. Okay, well, you rolled well yourself. And then 2 glancing saves, which fail. So you're taking 3 hull points no matter what, and we have to see what the penetrating hit does on the vehicle damage table. 3, nothing, you're reinforced. Whoo! That was a combination of spicy rolls from the players involved. I would love to take this guy out, so I'm going to try and go with my carry. It's a similar gun. It doesn't have Sunder and it's 1 less strength, so it's not as likely to do it, but I'm desperate. I'm going to bother resolving the Phosphex. I don't want to worry about the blast marker and then keeping track of the difficult terrain and everything. That's a later problem. Here's the carries. We have 4 hits, and these are only strength 6, so we need 6s to rend. Nothing. Sentinels are going to try with their autocannons. Same idea, 5 autocannons. Ooh, hey, a misfire. Instead, that misfire is a hit. Okay. Glorious, glorious hit. Now, these are strength 7, rending 6 up. So same idea as this guy, except they don't get the reroll on the Sunder, and they need 6s, not 5s. And 6s! Ah, very close, but not quite there. Supposed to fire his melta-gun. He has in his claw. He misses. That's what I get. And then moving on, I'm gonna have my Grey Slayers put a few shots into the Terminators just to see if we can get a damage or so. We're gonna do our 10 shots. These guys did not run, so they're hitting on 3s. 4s to hurt the Terminator. That is gonna be 2 saves. 2 up saves, no damage. Now we're gonna fire the Grenadiers into the Terminators. They're gonna return fire as their 1-2 phase reaction.
This is the first half hitting on 4s.
3s to wound with the Needlers.
Plus poison.
Aww.
Okay.
6 wounds so far, second half.
On 4s. Alright, wounding on 3s, poison 3 plus.
2 ups. Oh, nothing. Can't get through the Terminator plate. There's 2 melta-gun shots in there to resolve.
Yep, 2 meltas on 4s.
Ooh, 1 hit. 2 to wound.
Whoops.
Oh, that wounds anyways.
Wounds.
And that burns right through 2 up armor save, so they have to rely on their 4 up and vulnerable save. 1 4-up save from the AP1 melta-gun. Oh, right off his plate. He's okay. 15 combi bolter shots from the Death Guard Terminators.
Hitting on 3s.
With
Lost
twin
one
linked.
over here.
That's a pretty good roll, though. Reroll! Oh, only 3 misses. And 3s to wound, no rerolls here. Oh, okay. 7 saves.
4 plus armor.
Oh, they got thick armor, though.
6 plus feel no pain.
And then feel no pain.
Feel no pain.
3 go down, not enough. Well, reactions can't do morale. Just thought about it now. But a good try into the Terminators. That's all the shooting over here done. That means we can go ahead with our light walkers and fire our autocannons into Scoria's unit with our 2 remaining. And that'll be it for our turn.
4s to hit.
God, great start.
All right.
Probably 4s or 3s.
4s to wound.
Oh, that's a rend.
That's a rend.
Gria's gonna eat it.
Screech's just gonna eat it. 3 up. Oh, okay, well he takes 1.
Nice, take that.
Does he have a field of pain?
Ooh. No feel no pain. There isn't, it will not die. Scoria's down to 6 wounds from eating that autocannon around. That is the end of our turn. There's no morale to resolve. We did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping we would do, but maybe the traders will also do not a lot of damage in return. We shall see. In fact, we actually took more. We actually lost more than we did in damage, but that's okay. They're here to kind of show up and die. Turn 1 for the traders coming up. No victory points. The whole squadron would have to die for a victory point there. And I don't think we lost anything else. We didn't kill anything of theirs, so no victory points at all, actually, yet. Until they're about to score 3 at the end of their turn, though.
So this is what we have. We need to project out because we need to stop the loyalists from stopping us from scoring, essentially.
Yeah, as long as we can get 1 denial unit there at the end of their turn, they lose 3 victory points, which is obviously not ideal.
Well, we don't lose 3, we just don't gain 3.
Yeah, you don't gain 3, that's right.
Yeah. Oh,
you don't gain
sure,
the...
like,
yeah.
Like, oh, is this a 6-point swing?
No, you just don't gain 3. Yeah, which is reinforcements and reserves and everything, too.
Because our reinforcements can't start showing up until the next turn, I believe, right?
Yep, so your second turn, yep. After our second turn of reserves showing up.
Rough.
Yeah, it's a little rough. So we're going to show you where this all ends up. The game plan is to not be around the middle at the end of this movement phase. So we had one Contemptor commit to the Land Raider, the other one commit to this Contemptor, which withdrew with one of our 2 movement phase reactions. The Terminators broke out of their position to hunt down some Mans of Bogmort, who then also withdrew to spread out a little bit. And everything else is blocking with the Rhino, keeping the line troops on the ritual site to keep the scoring going. Skoria mobilizing with his Death Squad. Typhon, and his Death Shroud got back into the Spartan after completing the ritual, ready for the onslaught of Deathsworn. You never want to be the one charged by a unit getting out of a transfer. You want to effectively get the pounce on them. So we're going to posture here for a later turn coming up. And then we go right to shooting. Start the nonsense with Skoria and the squad of Castellax here. Leave a comment down below if this is your favorite part of the battle report.
I really hope I'm doing this right.
Someone out there who's here for Skoria and the Monsters Creature unit. Leave a comment down below.
I'm going to use the Cybernetica Exortus.
Yep. The standard one.
Yeah, just usual Cybernetica Exortus.
That passes.
So that works. So when I make a charge roll for these, apply one of the following effects. They get +1 ballistic skill.
Awesome. Cool. So they're hitting on 2s?
Yeah, they're hitting on 2s now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, so typically after the Cybernetica Exortus, you're going to follow up with a Animatus Exindor.
The Animatus Exindor coming right up.
Assault D6.
Yep, is this a psychic check or an attack?
Oh, sorry, I got to turn the power on.
You do.
Power on.
Very good cyberthurgy. Very well trained. Skoria, one of the best.
I'm hitting you on 2s.
Ooh.
I missed one.
And then these are all Haywire.
Haywire, correct.
And these guys they effectively count as dreadnoughts for Haywire.
The best we can figure this out.
And then one's fail.
Okay.
So each 2 is no armor save, invulnerable only, or damage mitigation. Do they have invulnerables?
Which is none, so 1 dies.
Are they how many hull points? 2?
3 each.
Oh, and then the last one finishes it off. Do they explode like dreadnoughts?
I will double check.
That's only their automatic deflectors.
Yeah.
This one over here dies. That one, the closest guy, dies.
And then I think we'll follow up, again, I hope I'm doing this right with Firing Protocols 3 from what I'm reading, a Mordio Cogita.
I think it's cool that it works this way. The Cogita obviously works.
It's
No
only
problem.
1 shot, though.
If anyone's curious what we're rolling, it's
missed.
Oh, we missed. Okay, we're rolling leadership checks to pass the cyberthurgies, and I assume Skoria's 10.
He is 10,
Yeah. Yeah, now we're doing the actual guys here.
The bolt cannons.
The thing we weren't too sure on, he's got Firing Protocol 3. Can you do 3 cyberthurgies? 1 cyberthurgy,
instead of
2
making a
shots?
shooting attack.
Yeah, I would assume that's the intent of it. I actually don't know the answer, but that's what we're doing anyways. Over to here.
So these are the bolters.
2s, because they got an increase.
Oh, Forest Unja.
Ping, 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 ping. Nice. Ooh. 4 wounding hits.
3 full saves.
Full save. 1 damage.
Down to 2 on this guy.
And then a couple dark fires.
Yeah, I'm going to just fire all the regular bolters, too.
Oh, yeah, the regular hand bolters.
Bolters!
Very good. 2s. And are they twin linked by chance? There's 2 of them.
No, I think they've got 2 separate bolters.
Oh, they've got 2 bolters. Gotcha.
I'm saying that with utter confidence. 1 wound.
1 3-up save, please.
Save.
Oh, another damage. He's got 1 remaining, and then the dark fires.
Yeah, so the first guy gets hot.
He's okay.
Oh, sorry, no, yeah. First guy rolling to hit, second guy rolling to hit.
Ooh.
So he's going to take a invuln save now.
The deflector says no. All the damage is all spread out. Down to 3 wounds on the guy in the back.
Yep.
Bunch of hits with the dark fires.
3s.
3s to wound. Okay, only 1 wound.
DP2.
No save on him.
Oh, then he is destroyed as well. No automatic explosions, no deflectors and all that stuff. You have to see if they get pinned. They are not fearless like dreadnoughts are. These are regular Bogmortians in there.
Leadership 7. They do pass.
Now, they will have to take a morale check at the end of the phase for actually breaking and running.
You're also going to owe me a blind test.
Oh, blind, okay.
Well, I guess that's a pass.
They're not blind.
They're good. Now, the Thalax are going to shoot at the poor Grenadiers in the back.
Here comes the lightning guns. So, of course, I have a ballistic skill of 4.
Very good. 1 miss. Very good, actually. Yeah.
These are strength 4 with shred.
Ooh. Okay, you're gonna need it. Only 2 actual wounds.
Set shred.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, how about many more wounds? No AP on the lightning guns?
Alright,
I thought they used to rend.
4+ saves on these guys. Ooh.
You used to not be able to fire. There's a strike and an arc you can do now.
Oh, I see. How many died there?
So that's Feel No Pain as well.
Is this a strength 7 gun?
Strength 7.
This is strength 4.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
we get
This
a
is very
6
different than I remember.
6 of Feel No Pain. All right. So we lose 4.
4 brave soldiers go down. Killed by lightning. Is that a bad death? I don't know.
Not on Bogmort.
Not on Bogmort, yeah. Got 2 plasma fusils.
So the first fusel.
Once.
Okay.
Damage.
Feel no pain.
Feel no pain. Damage mitigation. Pain.
Okay, he's fine.
Not felt.
Okay, then the other one.
Pain. Damage. These are 2s.
Yeah.
Very good.
They are
def-
AP3.
that will be
And
some.
they are straight 6.
There is some cover for these guys in the way. Just 6s.
3 6s.
Might get a penalty to it, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, they have a penalty to cover as well. No.
Maybe, yeah, I think
Well,
so.
3 more gone.
3 go down. Boo. I like them.
Morale test.
Yeah. On to some Death Guard shooting. We're going to put the squad of Tactical Marines doing a volley into the Grenadiers.
Looking for 3s.
Boom. And they always fury because they got good rules. 3's to wound.
9 4+ saves.
Oh, that's a really good roll.
Not bad.
That's still enough from. Oh, you got a doctor.
With Feel No Pain, 6+.
Oh, 2.
All
Only
right,
1 goes
dice.
down. All right.
So using the template, we get to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, so 8 total.
Are there alchemical flamers?
They are chemical flamers.
You have to
so-
roll me 2 gets hot rolls first and see if
go
they
for 1.
misfire on you, malfunction.
Okay.
First one's good. They're both good to fire. No
right.
problems. So a total of 8 hits.
wounding on 2s, right?
Yeah, flesh bane. That's actually 8 dead.
Beautiful.
Unless they have a doctor.
Feel No Pain.
I can check.
These are
I
AP4.
I'll put these on the Discipline Master. He's got a refractor field.
Oh, 5 up. Gotcha.
5 up.
Tank a few of them.
Okay, nope.
Feel no pain.
And Feel No Pain, nope.
Is that how many wounds is it?
He's got 2, so I'll stop with him.
Oh, okay. He tried to absorb as much as he could. The
Yeah.
rest are just feel no pains.
Feel No Pains. All dead.
Okay. Oh, that's not a great death.
Looking for 3s.
All the bolters here. Twin linked. 3s to wound here.
So this won't matter on the characters. They're all the same toughness. So
So 10
4
wounding
plus-
hits.
4
Oh,
plus
only
saves.
4, and we got a
then
doctor.
a Feel No Pain of 6+.
Come on, stick through it there. All right.
I don't know which. All right, so 3 are gonna die. So we'll take this guy. Unfortunately, the melted guns will have to go.
Just poor guys over here. We are gonna get the Land Raider shot at by the Spartan. That's a weird way of saying it, but that's what's happening. We're not gonna react. We're just gonna eat it, no problem. So you got 4 last cannon shots hitting on 3s. I would say they're twin links, but you don't need it.
Don't. All right. 5s, so 6s.
That's 1 pen. We have Sunder on the last cannons. So 3 chances for more damage. Oh, 2 glances, not bad. The Dreadnought in the way, you got 2 glances, so 6s, and a pen. Nope, nothing, they all go. So the glances won't matter. Roll me a d6 plus 1 for the penetrating hit. Don't roll high.
Roll 6.
Hey, it does nothing. It would normally shake the crew, but the tanks are reinforced. They ignore that result. Got 2 hull points remaining from the 3 hits, and then the carries from the, not Terminator, but the Dreadnought is gonna go. 2 misses. Let's see if we can get any Wrens going here. 6s are good. No, you cannot get through the front armor. We're on to this Death Guard Contemptor Dreadnought into the Space Wolf one. We are gonna return fire on mine. 1 miss on yours, not bad. Then I'm toughness 7, so these need 5s, but 6s go right through my armor. Okay, 2 go right through my armor. And the Plasma Blaster is equipped with. Okay, luckily you have 2 up armor save, so now you took 2 wounds, but you have a 2 up armor save against it. You're good. Excellent. It's just a little bit of a malfunction. I have to make 2 saves against the assault cannon. My invulnerable save protects 1, this one fails. 5 wounds left, but we're gonna return fire. My carries, hits on 2s. It has 5 hits. My carries, wounds on 5s. It has 1 wound and 1 rend. And then I have my 1 melta gun to resolve. 2 and 2. That is also an invulnerable save. So you have 2 invulnerable saves, which are 5 up, and 1 single 2 up save.
All right.
You take
2 5-ups.
2 up save faster. Oh, you know what? We're just going to the fight a little bit closer, right? We both have 5 wounds. That will conclude our shooting phase. We're going to morale. We're going to start over here.
All right, Grenadier Squad, leadership 7 to stay. They're gonna
Yes,
stay.
no fear nearby. And what about
And-
our sentinels?
Sentinels are also leadership 7.
Ooh, they are going to flee. Now, again, they're not fearless like Dreadnoughts. These are regular soldiers piloting them. They're just going to go back 2d6 towards the nearest table edge. Yep.
Okay, they're up.
They are just going to get out of the way. And that is the first victory point in the game for a unit being destroyed, I think. One more check from the Terminators.
So Discipline Master's leadership 8.
Oh, very good.
Which
9 fails.
So he's gonna shoot D3 guys in the head.
Does he count himself?
Okay, yeah, he's gonna shoot.
Come on, man.
Don't run, these dogs don't run.
So I gotta save. So 4+ saves, I gotta add one more. So this fail.
Oh, he's just shooting at them. They get armor saves.
So two fails.
So did he just
With
kill
the
those two
medic,
guys?
You gotta take your Bogmort Advil.
Nope.
So he just shot the remaining squad.
And he's
it's
gonna
just it.
and he gets to re-roll his leadership check.
Oh yeah.
It's not an auto pass.
It's not on the pass, yeah.
Yeah, he's sticking around. nothing like a good amount of I don't know.
That's
Kill the rest of the squad.
Just
and then he-
kill his comrades.
The only thing more messed up than shooting enemy medics is shooting your
Your
own
own
medic.
medic.
That's dark, dude.
He just shot his own
That's
medic.
rough.
Only on Bogmort you see that kind of nonsense. That is a second victory point. Not that you acquired it. The Discipline Master gave it to you.
all right. So charging with the Terminators into what's left of Bogmort.
Yeah, these Death Guard Terminators aren't going to stand for those war crimes they just witnessed. There you go. That guy's probably dead, but we got a couple of other charges to resolve.
All right, Contemptor into the other.
Let's see what you got. That actually fails with the +1. I will gladly Overwatch. Get you with the Melt-A-Gun. And reroll because we're in half range. No, we're not in half range. No reroll. I think you technically surge afterwards, and you're probably not assumed to be in melt range. So let me get my 6 dice here for my carries on 2s. And we got 4 hits, so let's grab that one. And 2 rending wounds. Can you make 2 5-up invulnerable saves?
I cannot.
No, they serve only one master. And then he surges forward. And then this Dreadnought here is going to charge the Land Raider. No tricks here, just honest rolling. That's good enough. That's good enough. That is it for charging. We might as well go ahead and fight here first. He does 4 attacks because he charged. And he hits me on 2s.
All hits.
No, very good start. You need 5s to glance with your Gravis Power Fist. I am armor 14.
Roll it again.
That's a glance. That works for me. I got a hull point left. Bloop. And unfortunately, we don't get action over here. We could roll this one out if we
I
want.
challenge you.
Oh my god!
Challenge us.
You challenge?
You know what? He could.
You
He
can.
will. So the champion with the power sword is going to go ahead. He does have higher initiative. There's a power axe on this guy. He has 3 attacks for charging, and he hits on. What's the weapon skill on morale officers?
3.
Probably 3. You roll 3s. Don't roll. Yeah, he's probably not 4. It's actually weapon skill 4.
Are you kidding me?
No, the other guys get to fight him though. The other guys still get to bomb up
No,
on
I
him.
know, but
It's just funny your sergeant couldn't beat him. So that is going to be, 9 other guys? 27 attacks with lightning claws. Going to pull him, but we wanted to see that. So now, him being like a commissar apothecary equivalent, all 4 of them have to be removed for it to be a victory point. But that's 1 of 4. And then they get to consolidate wherever they want. I honestly think that is the end of the turn. There's no other fights to resolve. We're on to the second battle round, where we are going to try to bring in the rest of the Loyalist forces, which are like 4 units. Most of our stuff showed up right away. Point out, they succeed at holding their objective. They gain 3 victory points, in addition to the 2 they got for killing things. We as the Loyalists have nothing yet, but we're working on it in several locations. So currently the score is 5 for the baddies. Baddies. 0 for us. All of you are baddies. Except, I don't know, Bogmort's kind of suspicious. I have 2 units of reserve, Grey Slayers, who are not showing up, and the Dreadnought, who is showing up. So we'll see them maybe later. 2 infantry squads.
Infantry squad number 1, number 2, and then we'll do the Grenadiers back there.
All right.
Come out.
The rest are just another basic squad, the dudes with 4-up saves. And cool weapons. For movement, this sector, I'm going to have this one Contemptor show up over here, but all of this is going to move towards the enemy. After I move here, this Death Guard Rhino wants to react. What are we thinking?
I think we're gonna advance move and try and block off this little alleyway here because I don't want to be completely crushed by all of the forces trying to make it through.
Buying yourself some time.
Buying time so we can wait for reinforcements.
This happy new home.
Oh, score, yeah.
And on to the rest of movement. We got to figure out what we want to do here, but we got some action on the other side of the board. There's 2, both the infantry squad showed up. So one is just barreling in over here, and we're going to intercept with Scoria's unit. It's going to put him down. What you got against
I'm going
people?
to do my best to here.
We get to go through a whole Scoria phase again.
Yep.
There's, every time you do it, you technically take wounds. So
Outside of range, I might just not fire the Dark 5. Regret the It Will Not Die.
is it a 5-up or a 4-up?
It's not a 3-up.
Not a 3-up, that's for sure. But what if it was? Just kidding, it's a 5-up.
We're going to hit you with some photon thrusters from Skoria first, and I think this is the only thing he's firing.
What's a photon thruster?
It's a smaller dark fire, essentially.
Does it get hot?
Yep.
Yeah! What's the AP of it?
He makes his save.
Okay, good. Very good, I guess.
This is just a 2 to blow you up.
Boom,
Cool.
get blowed up.
Straight 6 AP2.
Boosh.
The Mauler bolters.
Ooh, these are scary. These have AP 5. They don't hit on 2s, I guess.
They
There's no
get AP 4.
2s. Oh, even better.
Yeah, 2's dead. Yep.
That's 4 more pasted. These guys don't really have too much of a cover against that. It's more against Korea.
The bolters.
These are AP 5. Hee hee hee. Ah, 4 more dead.
Feel the pain.
Doctor, take your Advils.
Your Advil.
One's good. Boom, boom. And then we got
No.
pinning and blind, eh?
Where's the medic?
We blind them? Let's see. Initiative says yes, they're blinded. Are they pinned, though? These men of Bogmort don't care about this.
We're good.
They're good. This is just another Wednesday on Bogmort. This is Wednesday morning drills. No morale check on reactions. We can continue our moving here. Just the forces are going to surge forward. Try to overwhelm the enemy before the reinforcements can arrive. Then the rest all move forward. Wolves running ahead to try to get a charge. Maybe they can get some pressure on the Thalax. And to the rest of this corner with the Famir, they're going to move through cover up towards this Rhino. And the brave Boar Riders of Bogmort are declaring a run. They're light, so they get +1 to their run roll. They go up to 18 inches, and they're hopping the chasm. But each one will have to do a dangerous terrain check as it goes over. We'll roll it afterwards to see the ones that actually make the gap. That was their regular move. We were deducing, seeing if it was worth declaring any charges, because they get lots of bonuses to charging. It's a little too far away, so they're all going to run instead just to clear the gap and a bunch of dangerous terrain checks.
15 dangerous terrain checks.
Piggies! Only 2 don't make it. Do they have a feel no pain by chance? Or do I mean invulnerable save? No. That technically circumvents it, but I didn't think they did. So 2 of them don't quite make the jump. But damn, was it heroic. Just the Famir clearing the swamp. Reserves showing up, an infantry squad, and our light tanks just clearing their wrecks of their companions. Apparently a common practice for their regiment.
Especially trained to do that.
Especially trained to do that. That was impressive. I liked it. It was good. Oh, no. And some of the last technical moves come to this table corner over here. These guys have already moved. This Leviathan is just going to move up behind them. Just to get in range with his guns later. Then I have a heck of a predicament. Do I commit to trying to pop this Spartan and then disembark my guys and hopefully pop it, and then make myself very susceptible to Typhon later? Or do I focus on just trying to take out these dreadnoughts here, and then maybe he'll have a hard time himself? You know what? I'm going to do that. We're going to back this up a little bit. We're going to try and buy ourselves some time. We're backing up so we don't get attacked by this dreadnought in combat. And yeah, it's just going to go just like this. This guy's going to scoot up to around here, though. Ooh, I'm going to have a cool dreadnought fight. I'm going to start the shooting phase off with my Contemptor into the Death Guard Contemptor to see if they're going to return fire here. No?
No.
No? No? Fine. Then I get free shoots at you. I hit you 4 times. I wound on 5s. I got a wound. A 2-up save. Let me get the melted gun out of the way. Hit. Strength 8 to T7. Reroll. There we go. We got 2 wounds. One's AP 1, and one is no AP at all.
First one.
You're good. And then invulnerable.
Oh.
On the table. Hey-ya! 1 damage. You got 2 left. Not bad. Go on to my Land Raider here, who's going to pivot to his target. I didn't notice. We're going to do the las cannons and the multi-melta into the Spartan, and then we're going to do the twin heavy bolter and the storm bolter just in that Contemptor. Right, everyone, storm bolter. Let's do our 4 las cannon shots first. Any evasions or anything like that? Survey says no. Yeah, I hit 3 times. These are 5 to glance with Sunder. So we got Pen and Sunders, but you do have a 6-up cover save for the same dreadnought in the way. Not quite. And this is going to be, immobilized. That's his new home. He's planted. Let's see if this multi-melta gets any luck. Hits. It is in melta range. 13 is not going to cut it. Then no wounds from the heavy bolters or the combi bolter there. We're gonna put our Leviathan into this Contemptor Dreadnought there. At 12 attacks with our Storm Cannon here. We'll start with that, and then this time I'll actually shoot the Volkite and the Phosphex because it's a little bit more relevant. I have 10 hits. 4s to wound, 5 ups rend. So it's rend, and 2 saves. So 2 AP2, 2 2-ups.
The 2-ups.
Got a damage, and then the AP2s. Whoa, get one more damage. He's got 3 wounds remaining, and then I got a Phosphex to fire. Phosphex is going to go right there as per standard. Let's go ahead. We're BS5. We're going to be, that's exactly where it's going to go, right on top of him. Now let's wound him on a 3-up, but we have to re-roll it because he's a Dreadnought. Yeah. Oh, he's good. I do have to mark the lingering fire marker though. So it's a little, so this marker is permanently there as dangerous and difficult terrain forever. And then the Volkite Calibers are twin linked, don't need it. 5s to wound, but no relevant AP. That is gonna be 4 wounding hits, 2-up save. I get 3 1s. No, we got 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
It does have Deflagrate, which means I have a chance to wound again, which I rolled high enough. And one more 2-up save. Here, just 1 damage. He's got 2 wounds remaining.
That's a great idea.
The Bogmortian auto cannons into the side of that Contemptor.
Hitting on 4s.
So many shots. Oh, glorious. 4 hits. 5 hits, I was mistaken. 4s.
Wound.
1 rending hit. Come on, Sentinels. Oh, he's okay. He still has 2 remaining wounds. Moving over to here, there's not a whole lot of shooting here. Just these Grey Slayers who ran, took some snap fires into the Thalax, didn't connect anywhere, and they're going to return fire with the reaction.
Hit you with the lightning guns. These are gonna get a couple hits.
Very good.
Strength 7.
2s. Ooh, nice.
So that wounds, and then this one rends.
Gotcha. 3-up save, and a dead guy. Blah. And the Plasma.
The plasma. Hitting on. I needed to do gets hot, so I'm gonna
Well, no, they're...
figure this out.
Oh, well, yeah, true. You can just randomize who gets those.
Yeah, I'll randomize those in a second.
So 3 hits,
These are 2s.
2s to wound.
So
One.
they are breaching 4-up.
Gotcha, and the one's a regular save.
Yeah.
I have Artificer Armor on my Sergeant, but it's not kind to use it in this situation. I'm going to do a regular armor save and lose the guy. Blah. Never mind, they're 3 base. We were just talking about that. I lose another guy, I don't get a save.
I'm gonna randomize the 2 gets hot. So 4 ups, it goes onto the fresher guy.
Yep.
Okay, so 1 on this guy. He's got a 6 up. No, and then 6 up on the other guy.
Nice.
Okay.
So that guy's just got a wound left.
Yeah.
he's getting there. One step at a time. And the 3 guys in range with their little needlers actually stuck 4 wounds.
4 ups.
Get out. Oh, feel no pain?
Up.
Oh, he makes it again. The squad's plasma gun fired to no effect. 2 more plasma guns from the back. A hit. 1 glorious hit. 2 to wound. Strength 7. It's a breach.
Breach.
Cover save for the dudes in the way. And then a feel no pain. We got the plasma gun.
No.
Get out of here. Gonna go to the light tanks firing autocannons into the back of Scoria here.
4s to hit.
Good start. Couple of them. Very good, very good. Probably 4s to wound if I had to guess. That's a wound. AP4.
AP4.
I'll put it on Scoria.
Here comes the 1. Oh, good enough. Feel the pain? Or it doesn't have that?
I got 2 up. Look at it.
Oh, I thought we rendered. And then we have the Famir Ogrin firing their Thunder Stubs.
Thunder Stubs.
Yep, standard Bogmort Thunder Stub, all strength 5 guns into the Rhino. 5s to hit, I assume. Yep. Got a hit. Good job. That's probably the king, obviously.
Ogre King, yeah.
And strength 5. So that's a glance.
That's a pen.
A pen even.
Strength 6.
That's right. A strength 6, not strength 5. Interesting. Let's see what that penetrating hit is. D6 roll. It is a 2. Shaken. They can snap fire their weapons next turn. And they have 2 remaining hull points. There's a couple more shots for me. I got a bunch of Grey Slayers rapid firing into the Terminators and then the carries afterwards. And 20 shots. Missing 2 there. 4s to wound. Ooh, there you go. These are 8 2+ saves. Ooh. Oh, dice went everywhere.
Got it.
I destroy none of them. I do 1 damage.
1 damage.
And we go to the Contemptor firing his carries. And 2s at strength 6. Now, these fail. These are 3 regular saves, and that's a rend.
3 2-ups.
No damage. Invulnerable. Oh, we got a Terminator. Eat it. And then we're going to fire a Melt-A-Gun. We miss. Well, we might as well go right to charging. Why don't you go ahead and roll up this Famir charge. Actually, let me get out of the way for you. Oh, these Grey Slayers are going to be a problem. Let's do Grey Slayers charging the Rhino. Oh, they shot. That's right. I meant to not shoot them because they were going to charge the Rhino and get out of the way. That was an immediate blunder on my part. That's okay. We're going to charge over there. I can't really take it back. and they're going to make it with a 10. That does help. And then they'll see
They
what
do
that...
have toxin bombs, so you will have to take a dangerous turn.
I will do a lot of those then. That's 10 of them. Do the Huskarl. He's okay. And then just 9 other dudes. Is that 7? Ooh, 2 are dying.
Ooh.
8, 9. Ooh, 3 are dying. The charge in there, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 die. We'll make room for our Contemptor. You know what? That feels a little gamey. I'll randomize which ones die. So, which 3 die? I'll do this off camera because it's too hard to explain. It didn't work out for me there. So technically I could pull the guys out of the way I want to get the Contemptor in there, but I feel like that's a little too angle shooty here. So I randomized which ones died. That guy, this guy, and that guy. Not making room for the Contemptor. All of that, and you can't even charge this turn. I forgot about that. Got a little hung up with all the shooting we went through there. So in the end, that's just a good practice. Famir roll of 4 to charge in, but we got these 5 models able to fight, so should be no problem. Then we charge here. You get to see what my charge is, and then if you would like, you could overwatch me to do some damage to my Contemptor before I go in. We're gonna hold off on the reaction to save it for the Thalax in case the Grey Slayers wanted to try to declare a charge. They could make it on a 10, but because you're holding the reaction, I'm probably not gonna risk it. But that means I can freely charge here with no repercussions. I'm just going to turn you guys a little bit and smash. With that in mind, not declaring the charge with the Grey Slayers, I always like to do hypotheticals. Would have failed. Roll the double 1.
Surged 1 inch forward.
Would have surged 1 inch forward. Worst case scenario. We'll do this fight first. We fight at the same time, but I'm a higher weapon skill because I'm a Space Wolf and I charged. So I am weapon skill 6, hitting on 3s, and I am strength enough to wound on 2s, or strength 9, I believe. That is, so 3 wounding hits. They have a rule called Brutal 3. Every wound is actually 3 wounds. So it's 9 wounds on your Dreadnought at vulnerable saves. Good luck.
9 saves.
Well, you make 1. So you take 8 damage, but you do get 3 attacks back at me. But it is 5s to hit. Does my charge protect me? Not much. Does it wound me? 2 to wound. Oh, unfortunate. Let's see how far he blows up. Dreadnoughts always explode, D6 inches. And the radius is going to be tree. That looks like it's going to hit that unit twice and my guy once. I'm just going to do my save. I'm good. And the Sentinels fail one of their saves. We have to roll to wound them, technically. See if you wound them, at the very least. It's jumping ahead a little bit, but it's a 2 to wound.
All right.
And that's a wound. Very good. So 1 wound on the Sentinels. So there we have the wound. And that's it for fighting here. I got this not so glorious charge I don't want to resolve. But we're here, and we're going to do it. My Huskarl is going to issue a challenge.
Oof. All right, well,
Redeem yourself.
we've got to accept it.
All right, so we're going to swap out for this glorious power sword lord here. Mighty Terminator of the Death Guard. We fight all at the same time. All your Lightning Claws and him fight at the same time as my guys, and then my Huskarl fights last. I'll just resolve mine first. I got 1, 2, 3 dudes, Reaping Blow, and that's about it. A bunch of attacks. There's 19 of them hitting on 4s because we're the same weapon skill. Fend region actions make us strength 5. We got 1 3 in there. So that's 4 wounding hits. 5 wounding hits.
5 2-up saves.
Ooh, no damage. You get lots of Lightning Claw attacks back. So they all forgot to pile them in. They were piling up and around. And then we're going to do the Sergeant's Power Sword first. 4 is to hit. Got a hit. Good start. 4 to wound, but you want a 6. Oh, my Huskarl! It's rending. Now the 16 Lightning Claw attacks. I'm sure this is fine for me. Looking for 4s with Shred. Oh, just 1 more. You know what? Those are all AP3 though, so that's just all dead Marines. So that's going to kill 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7. Where is it? I don't have it. You get to consolidate. That's where they consolidate to, and then we go on to the Famir. Now, apparently the king has a rule where he's monstrous, and he ignores the unwieldy rule with weapons. So if we're going to have him swing at the same time as everyone else, is to get to the potential explosion on the Rhino to clear the way.
We'll start with a Thunderhammer.
Yeah, should be 3s to hit.
3s.
Well, that's a good start. Is he strength 10?
Strength 10.
So these glance on 1s.
Yep.
Actually, they auto glance technically. Everything's a pen because you're hitting the back armor 10, so that's a pen as well. Yeah, because the back armor is only 10. Yep. So that's 5 pens. We just roll them all. They all get +1 to the roll. It explodes. Now, why don't you go? Since we're already here, you roll the radius of the explosion. It's going to affect every model within 2, which is going to be 3 Terminators, and these 3 Famir, these 4 Famir, and then this Dreadnought. I'll just do my save on the Dreadnought. He's okay. Let's see if these Terminators get wounded on 2s. Only 2 of the Terminators are wounded. 2 up saves, because it has no AP. 1's dead, and strength 8 instantly kills them. The explosion is massive. So 1 Terminator, thank you, is destroyed. And then I am going to roll for your Famir. 4 of them are wounded on 2s. It does have AP nothing, so they get their 4-up save. Glorious 4-up save for the Famir. Nice.
No,
that actually kills one fully. Now, there's T5. It's not instant killing them, but they are 3 wounds each. We'll say that Famir goes down. And you don't get to consolidate after destroying a vehicle. This thing explodes into atoms, so the whole thing is removed. Well, not really atoms, but enough debris that it doesn't clutter up the battlefield. Oh my god, it's our first victory point! Glory to the Famir King and his mighty, mighty hammer. That is it for our turn. A lot of action on this side of the board, mostly just moving up behind them and shooting them over there. That's going to bring us to turn 2 for the traders, and we get to see how they want to use their resources to bring in reserves. They're currently sitting at 6 victory points going into their turn. It means they can bring up to 6 units into play here, but that tanks their victory points. So I did just remember about the 2 victory points they get for free from winning the previous mission and controlling the space immediately above the battlefield. Deciding to use a lot of reinforcement points to bring reserves, we're bringing in the Warhound. It's 12 inches away from models are back here, so it's going to walk onto the board right behind the Bogmortian lines and the remaining Grey Slayers. That's your 2 free points, technically. And then what else did we bring in?
I brought in the Downtower here.
Is he a heavy?
He's elite.
He's elite? Okay, so he's only 1, and that was it?
The Vorax are weird and I hate them.
Okay.
But I also brought in elites over there.
Oh, okay, good. So that's, were they, I can't remember, were they 1 point? Yeah, there's 1
Yeah, they're
point.
elites as well.
Just 1 point. What about this thing? He's part of them.
He's part of them.
Yeah, so it was 1, 2, a couple victory points. You were at 6. Total of 4 victory points, but 2 of them are free. You're down to 4 victory points now, but you got quite a bit of counterpunch on the board. In fact, we're going to use 1 more victory point for the Death Guard and bring in the heavy alchemical flamer squad right behind the infantry squad. That'll bring them down to 3 victory points from their 6. Brings the score to 2 to 3. I forgot we killed the Contemptor earlier and a Rhino, so we're doing really well. These infantry are going to try and save some face, and they're going to reactive fire with a lot of shotguns. How many shotgun shots?
24.
24, very good. Forced to hit or 5s? Are they that poorly trained?
Forced to hit.
Oh, very good. They've drilled. 5s to wound.
5 to win.
2, 1, 1. Can we get a guy? No, not even. Right off a ceramite. Well, that's fine. That's mans for you. And with the rest of the remaining moves, these Death Guard Legion Terminators have Famir in sight they want to take out. We have ourselves a glorious fight there. And then the big boy comes out of his Spartan that is immobilized. Typhon and 5 very expensive Death Shroud Terminators have all made themselves very, very apparent. They're going to go cut down some Grey Slayers, I suspect. And then to this part of the battlefield, Scoria and the Thalax. I think they're Thalax. No, those are Thalax. What are these? Castellax move up and around to deal with the Piggly Wigglies showing up and the light tanks. Suppose we'll use a reaction to try and back away from the Typhon charge. It's not going to be able to accomplish too much, but maybe he will roll poorly. I don't know. Then we can do shooting, and we're starting with the big boy, I think.
Yeah, now that you've moved back, I'm probably going to drop a Plasma Blast gun like on one of these guys' heads.
Yeah, that's fine. Quicker to the end. This Warhound will silence the battlefield. 7-inch blast template is going to go right on his head, hitting all of this on a direct.
I might
miss those guys, yeah. Oh, that's a direct hit. Very good. Okay. So, boom. Not just this template. Imagine it extends over this way, over all around this way. We actually don't have it on hand, but we do, luckily, have the power of math. Radius of it is 3.5 inches, so you can kind of little 3-inch widget.
Yeah, I'm not like hitting this little cluster of 5.
So pretty much all of this. So half of the unit of Grenadiers, all of the infantry, 5 of the Grey Slayers are getting plasma gunned. This thing right here. You see that big green nasty gun? Yeah, that's the thing doing this.
5 Space Wolf hits. These looking for 2s.
Ooh. It should be AP3 base.
Yep, and it's breaching 4 up.
Breaching 4 up. Oh, hey, hey. And some potential covers. We make 1, so we lose 4 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 die from that plasma shot. We got 3 left. That's a leadership check. 15 hits on the infantry squad, and then 5 on the Grenadiers afterwards. 2s!
Yep.
So it's 13 wounds on them, 5 on these guys. Well, 4 on them. So 13 and 4. We're not going to worry about the cover save on them. That is 13 dead there and 4 dead over here. 1 remaining infantry. Here is the Grenadier squad. And then we're going to fire the laser blast gun or the turbo laser destructor. Right over here to the Sentinels.
Try to drop it on this guy's shoulder. A direct hit will hit all of these plus him.
Oh, that's what we want to see. There you go. That's like 6 walkers hit with the destroyer gun. And direct hit. Pretty close to a direct hit.
Goes an inch over.
He's BS5. That's pretty good, yep. That probably misses him. That's it?
I think.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
I'm
Just
gonna be dumb.
potentially get that one more hit. Okay. I might hit the Leviathan instead of that one guy up there is the difference. It's gonna scatter to right here, miss these two, and hit these instead. So what's the strength of this?
12.
All right, that's gonna wound those guys on 2. Actually, wounds all of this stuff on 2s. So the 3 Sentinels are wounded. Oh, they're not immune to instant death. Nope. Oh, they're not like Dreadnoughts in that regard. I guess they're quite cheap. That just destroys 3 of them. That's easy to resolve, I suppose. That was very dramatic.
He was already wounded.
Oh.
Yeah, he technically has to die. Even though he's not hit. And then 2s to wound my guys.
So Dread, Radiant Dread,
Contemptor.
and then the big guy.
Oh yeah. So 5 of invulnerable save on the Contemptor Dreadnought. The Deflector does not help, and the Leviathan does not help. So D3 damage each.
Yep. So here, actually, let me think. Yeah, because I was trying to figure out toughness threshold. So the Contemptor will take 3.
Ooh, very good.
Leviathan will take 1.
All right. Well, Leviathan has 6 left, and that guy has 2. Very good hit. Kalas is going to try to kill off these Grey Slayers. He rolls, gets hot. He has a 2-up armor save. He's good. There you go. His weapon doesn't fire. Then we're going to do Toxin Cloud. It's his psychic power. Mortarion in here to stop him. It works. Boo! A Toxic Cloud right there. Let's see if it scatters. And it's going to... it's only going to scatter 1. His ballistic skill is quite high. It means it will hit all 3 of them. Flashbane. 3 wounds. No AP, so 3 ups. We do lose a guy, and it's a pinning weapon. Oh, we're okay. This dude! Then we go to the Domitar, putting his Graviton flame...
Hammer.
Graviton hammer is a template weapon. It augments gravity on them, and they're going to return fire because they don't like... You don't mess with Bogmort's gravity. It's going to hit 5 models. Have to do, was it strength checks?
So
Strength checks?
2 of them though, so.
Boom. Well, that's going to pass 4 of them?
1 fail.
1 fail. Man, they're good. You know what? Maybe the gravity on Bogmort's already kind of messed up. She has 2 of those, so you just have to test again. So 1 guy fails of those 5, and then one guy, it's the same guy who fails twice probably. Feel no pains. He goes right through their armor.
86.
Oh, 4-up saves then.
4-up save.
What a weird weapon. It's like, it's not meant for infantry, I guess, but...
No fail.
Okay, one guy's ankles broke, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Naturally, he's got somewhere tucked in there a frag missile.
You can see it up top there.
Oh, I figured it was up there, like some dumb attachment. Stupid Mechanicum. Made up nonsense. It hits directly. Was it 6? Was it back there? I don't know. Aiming right there, that's 9 hits.
4.
Excellent.
All right, 4-ups.
And the Doctor.
And the Doctor.
You know what time it is, lads?
Tylenol?
Oh, no, not that. 3 of them go down, but they get to fire. They do a pitting check to see if they can react.
All right, leadership 7.
They're okay. Yep. And then they can fire back. Oh, and there was like concussive or something too? Okay. I don't know if does that affect them? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's another leadership test. Leadership 7, so they do fail.
They're concussed. Messes with their weapon skill. All right, let's see what we have.
First half with the needle guns on 4s. Ooh.
So far, 7 hits with their toxin needle rounds.
4s of the second half.
Very good. And here's all the wounds.
4s and 3+.
But they have to re-roll, I assume, against automaton.
Yeah, probably. All right, re-rolling.
Okay.
Take out the 2s and 1s.
Still quite a bit of wounds. These are all 2-up saves. 6 saves. Might as well throw the plasma guns in there. Looking for 4s.
First guy.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Guys. Second guy.
Oh, he lives. 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
Ooh, nice. That's a wound.
Breach.
That'll be a breach. So we have 1 invulnerable save and a few 6 armor saves. And 1 plasma gun goes down.
6 3-ups.
Oh, sticks 3 damage from the needles. Nice. And then an invulnerable. Takes 4 damage from the... Let's go, dudes. He's sitting pretty at just a few wounds left, and we're going to move on to this side of the board. Fire combi bolters into the Famir. We go with this flamer first, and then we'll do the combi bolters. That flamer should hit about 5 dudes. If it gets hot. No, 5. Fleshbane, so 2-ups. Whoosh. And that is all AP4. Kill 1 and put 1 down to 2 wounds. 1 wound left on him, and that one got roasted. And then a bunch of combi bolter shots. Bolters.
All right, 12 shots. The 3s.
Okay, all hit.
All right, all hit. All right.
5s to wound. That's 7 wounding hits. These are 4-up saves.
4-up saves.
Oh, that's a good roll. 1 wound. That does kill that Famir off, though. And then we come down to these 3 alchemical flamers. That's 3 gets hot rolls for me there, if we want to roll that up. Yeah, first guy's good, second guy's not good, third guy's good. So the guy who failed has to take an armor save or die. He's good. He just can't fire his gun. So these two are free to fire. So we got whoosh, pretty good hit up there for 6. This guy is going to be hitting 4 for a total of 10. Should be like 2s to kill, effectively.
2s.
Yeah, that kills 9 of them. That kills 8, technically, because only 8 were in range. They definitely overkilled the flamers. That's good, though. Like that. And it looks like 20 shots from the Legionnaires holding the relic location into the Piggy Wigglies.
So looking for 3s. Ooh.
3 stay with these. Now, luckily, we invested in carapace armor on these piggies, so they have a 4-up save against this. What's the toughness of a pig? 4?
3.
Oh no!
Oh,
4
boy.
3s to wound. Oh, there's a few 3s too. No. 9 wounding hits, but these guys ran last turn, so they're so fast to get a 5-up shroud save. Look at those little piggies go.
All right. First the 4-up save, the carapace armor. Okay.
Ooh. Very good start, and they get the shrouding as well. I like to picture their little hooves hitting the ground. Just them
Saves
thundering.
1. 3
Oh,
die.
3 die. No. 3 from the back in line of sight. Boom, boom, boom. That's so sad.
Twin Mauler into the lads here.
No. 3s?
I should have checked my bliss. BS4. Huzzah.
2s to kill?
2s to kill, yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna 3 more get bolted down, I guess, from this. Bam, bam, bam. 1 pinning check from the Mauler. They are not pinned. Brave, brave warriors.
Okay, so these are Maxima bolters.
Of course.
Hitting on 2s.
Oh, yeah, BS5 scary.
And then wounding you on, are you T5 or 6?
They're 5.
5? Okay, so 5.
4s.
4-ups.
1 damage.
Plasma fusel on the guy that's not the champ.
No one.
Oh, he doesn't kill himself.
Big sad. I'm so sad. They have the potential, so much potential for killing themselves.
And then these are strength 6.
That's 3s. Oh, jeez. These are AP4 base.
AP3.
Or 3 base, that's right.
Yeah, no save.
And the other guy?
Because I gotta do them separate.
5 ones, 5 ones.
No.
Almost
The
got
guy in
himself.
charge has injured himself twice potentially here. 3-up saves. He takes 2 wounds.
No, he doesn't even get a save. They're AP3.
5-up. Sorry, it would have been
5 up involves, yeah. And then,
these are looking for 3s. 2 more.
all right. 2 wounds left on the boss. It's a scary weapon, but it gets the job done. And that brings it to
I'm
Scoria.
gonna do the haywire thing.
No, wait, just roll the Dark Furies to see if you hurt yourself. We're gonna smoke them up. We're just gonna smoke them up. We don't want to do this again.
Dark fire cannon's there.
No, he's
He
good.
doesn't injure himself, and then this one.
No, he's good. Perfect. They're both dead. That is it for shooting. We got a bucket load of morale checks. I am going to get my Grey Slayers out of the way. They are leadership 8 currently. They're broken. So they're fleeing. They're not going to use their Vexilla. They're just leaving. 10. Glorious. Back to Fenris. But first we have to get back to the ship. Yeah, they're out of here. Does the Titan cause fear?
I'm working on it.
All right. No fear on him. A lot of leadership checks.
Leadership 7.
Oh, they're running off the
They're off
board.
the table.
Do you have a discipline?
No.
No, okay,
not
well,
with
they're,
them. Yeah.
unfortunately, they're off the
Ready.
table.
These guys
These Grenadiers.
are holding.
Oh, they hold. And then that lone infantryman. 6?
Leadership 5.
5? Even better. He
go.
fails. So,
Run.
boom. And they can't
He
rally,
can't
can they?
regroup
Yeah, so
anyway.
we can pull them off the board.
Yeah.
So he's off the board. They're off the board. That's 2 more victory points. Then these guys count as a point as well when they get smoked up. Because that's just the rest of the squad. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
3 victory points, refunding a lot of the reinforcements that came in. Sentinels have to do a check.
They have to do a check.
They got hit by a big laser gun. Oh yeah, they're broken.
They're out of here.
Do they get to rally, or are they part of the same? Nope. Okay, they might as well pull them off. That's another victory point. And the really sad Famir unit. What's the leader on the king?
7.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not a very kingly
Come on.
leadership.
Come on, King.
Oh, unfortunately, he rolls 2. They roll 2d6. They're probably off the board too. What'd you get? Oh, did you make it a 7? You make the. Oh, you made it. That's awesome. They got to run.
They're gonna run.
That's off the board.
Off the board.
Yeah, they go this way here. And back to their swamp kingdom go the Famir Ogren. We have a morale check on this infantry squad.
All right, here we go.
That is a nope. They're off the board. Well, probably roll it up. We'll see. For the sake of rolling dice, we're here to roll dice. Nope, they're off. They're off the board too. So that's another 2 victory points.
All right, so they have a discipline master right here, so he's gonna shoot D3 of them. And 3.
3, very good.
So it's just D3 wounds, but I can save on 5 ups of their armor.
Yeah, they still have armor at least. Nope, he just executes 3 of them, and they get to reroll their leadership.
Let's see if they took their meds. No.
Nope, 3 die,
3 are gonna die.
and then their leadership
And
8, I
reroll.
guess.
Leadership 8.
Oh, they pass. Very good. Not an extra victory point. That's it for morale. We can go right to charging. We did forget these 2 units to shoot. I assume we want to go for the Land Raider.
Absolutely.
Pop it. Because if you can shoot it, you can charge the guys inside of it. So, which one do you want to start with? Spartan? Or
Let's start with the Spartan.
Yeah, that makes sense. Spartan, everything at the Land Raider. We'll just eat it. Bam. One miss, but they're twin linked. So you get to reroll. And these are looking for 5s to glance. We'll just be basic 6 to cover. That's 2 pens for me. And would you go ahead and reroll those 2 fails because it's under? Maybe we'll get a little bit more. Okay, and a glance. So here's the glance. So we're dead. And then here's the 2 pens, if it matters. Okay, 2 pens failed. And I have to see if you explode me. So you can roll 2d6 on the vehicle damage table. And you add 1 to both dice. A 7 is what you need to roll. So you need a 6 on the dice to explode it. You got a 5, so he's immobilized. But he is just a smoking wreck. I have to do a leadership check on the guys inside for pinning and snap firing. They're both good. We get these guys disembarked. We got the carries, assault cannon firing at them. 6 shots on 2s. Ooh, and 2s to wound. Oh, a rend and 4 wounds. Get the bolter in there. A couple twin link shots. Both hit and 4s to wound. 2 more. So it's a total of 6 2-up saves. Right. Boo, boo, boo. And then, failed 2 of those. We have a feel no pain. We take 1 damage. And then the rend, it's a feel no pain. We make it. We take 1 damage on the Deathsworn. On that guy back there, I suppose. That will finish off charging. So we could charge here into the Deathsworn, because he did. Oh, yep. Welcome to the fight. That's honestly for charging. Everything else that got shot at ran away. So there's no legal charges. You are initiative 4. I'm initiative 5 with my Centurion, so he'll go first technically. He just has 3 attack space. I don't think Speakers of the Dead get counterattack. Ooh, we're weapon skill 5, which means we hit on 4s. We do have Hatred. We get to reroll. Nope. And strength 6, no wounds. You're toughness 7. 4 attacks on the charge. You hit me on 3s. Oh, that's a good start. And 2s to kill. Oh, 2 of them. All right. Well, I am just going to lose 2 of these Deathsworn. They're going to be instantly killed, and I don't want to risk it on my speaker. They get to fight, so they get 1 attack each. These guys are going to pile in, get some attacks. Maybe I'll get lucky. Take out this guy here. Piling in with them, so I got the 2 guys who died, plus these 4 models attacking. Now, they have counterattack, so they're 4 attacks each when they're charged. 5s to hit, with Hatred. Oh, you know what? I would have had 1 wound. I have rag grenades on them. I do have 1 AP2 wound on you, but we can resolve that at the same time as this. That's a lot of 6s. Here's the reroll for Hatred. That's an additional 4 hits. These are strength 5. You're down to toughness 6. 5s to wound, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AP2 hits because of the Great Frost Axe earlier. Invulnerables. Well, we destroy you. But how far do you explode? Because you always do explode. D6 inches. It's going to hit all of my stuff. It's going to hit every single one of these Deathsworn. And was it 4 of them or 3 of them?
4 of them.
4 Death Shroud as well. I'll do the Death Shroud. I'll start it off. They're strength 8, wounded them on 2s. They have 3 2-up armor saves. Boom. Nice, no damage. It's my guys 9 times. 9 rolls to wound me. Oh, those are all wounds. 2-up saves on my Deathsworn. That does kill 1 because it is strength 8. That guy there will die. So we lost 3 in that exchange. But we got a Contemptor. Just consolidating, staying away from the Phosphex marker there earlier. And that is it for the turn. Overall, quite a bit of victory points for the evil guys, though. They killed a lot of things and made them run off the board. A whole victory point for destroying that Contemptor, though. And at the end of their turn, they gain 3 more victory points for securing the site. In the score at the end of turn 2, we have a glorious 3 for Bogmort against 10 for the Traitors. Not looking good for the Loyalists. We're going to try and see if we can drag Typhon down into the mud and bloody the Death Guard here a little bit before, they eventually get out of here. It's essentially, they enacted the ritual and they're leaving, it looks like. And we want to see this glorious pig charge into the heart of the Death Guard army. Just going to move ourselves to surround the Death Guard first captain here and deal with these Terminator friends. Then we move over the Leviathan, and we're going to close in with this Contemptor as well. That's about it. I only have a unit of Grey Slayers in reserve, but we're not going to worry about bringing them in. We're just here to do some damage to the Death Guard. We'll move you up and around as well. Grey Slayers right here. Oh, they actually stick around. There you go. They rallied. They're just going to move there. They're going to keep moving towards the table edge, though. The pigs approach the middle. We're going to go right to shooting. Let's try and lighten up Typhon's unit here a little bit. We'll start with the Phosphex. Whoosh. That's a direct hit. It's just going to go on top of that guy. It'll hit 5 models. Poison 3 up. 4 wounds. These are AP2, so you have invulnerable saves. 5 ups. You take 2 damage, and you got 1 wound left on a Death Shroud. Volkite. Twin linked. Twin linked. 2s to wound. No AP, but quite a bit of wounds. 2 ups. And he fails. Ooh, 2 fails. We get deflagrate. We might potentially do 2 more wounds. We do. 2 more 2-ups, please. Oh, okay. Well, we did 4 wounds with Volkite. Actually kills 2 of them. Boom, and then the next one takes 3 more wounds. And the Storm Cannon. And the Storm Cannons hit on 2s. Got a couple misses. Perfectly average. 2s to wound with rending 5 up. Is what we're really looking for here. So that's going to be 4 invulnerable saves. And 4 2-up saves. Invulnerables, we destroy... Oh, only 1 wound left on him, and then a bunch of 2-up saves. Oh, he dead. Boom, 1 more goes down, and then we'll go with the Contemptor. 1 melt a gun. Actually, I'll save that till the end. That doesn't really matter. I'll hit. It wounds. 1 damage. They are battle hardened, so they only need strength 10 to instant kill them. And then it carries Assault Cannon. Oh, great roll. 2s to wound. Okay, so 5 2-ups and 1 5-ups. 1 damage. Very good. Ah, we got him! Another Death Shroud, just hundreds of points. Wasting away. The Death Shroud are probably one of the friendliest picks in the list. We are going to go ahead and do the Needle pistols from the Bogmort
Needle
Regiment.
pistols, 2 shots each on 4s.
We are going to make sure Typhus does not leave here alive.
Poison 3+.
Yes, the Death Guard weakness. Poison attacks.
Ups again.
More 2s! You take a damage.
All right, Force Commander's Archaeotech pistol on a 3.
Nope.
Is Mastercraft.
Very good. Hits.
Does hit.
3 up rending.
Strength 6. Yep. 3 up rending.
Oh,
No.
just a single 2-up save.
Yep.
And can we hurt you? No. That is it for them. No more shooting there. This Contemptor is going to attack these Terminators. Eat a Melt-A-Gun. No wound. Yeah. 2s. And 2s. 1 4-up invul and then 5 2-up saves.
2-up saves. 4-up invul.
I destroyed 1. Excellent. And the Melt-A-Gun already missed. Not going to shoot here in the middle because we don't want to see a returned fire. And that's kind of it. We'll go right to charging. Let's see the piggy charge. Or I guess we could do them last in case there's an Overwatch. We'll go ahead and declare a charge with our little friends here, our Death Sworn. How far do they go? They go far enough. They go 5 entire inches. Does block the Contemptor charge, but here comes the forces from Bogmort. This is it. This is Typhus's legendary death battle. I can't. This is where he died. This is it. This is the part in the books.
I remember this part in the novels where he died on Bogmort.
This is it. Down he goes. All right, this is it. Perfect. We're gonna charge here into these Terminators with my Contemptor. Very good. Glorious. The pig charge, which we'll Overwatch on this one. We're gonna go 4, but we got lots of guns coming our way. We got 30 shots. There's 19 hits there. We just rolled it off camera. These are 4s to wound. And 4-up saves. 13 saves on the pigs. These are 4-ups. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dead pigs. No!
We have 1 wound.
It's so sad. The boars charged in, just a bolter fire. I mean, this is kind of probably what would happen, realistically. That's what we got left. They do make it in. All they have to do is fight a Praetor of the Death Guard. And some remaining tacticals. With 3 models, of course, but luckily we have the champion still alive. Because he'll do it. Well, we got 3 attacks. They get sudden strike 2. They fight at initiative 5 with their... Is it 1 attack? Does the champion at least have 2 attacks?
You can only ever make 1 attack with the lance.
Of course!
So wait, they're not 3 attacks each, but 3 attacks total?
Yeah.
The powerful lance, though.
Oh,
Watch
no.
this, watch this. They want to go 3?
Yeah.
They're hitting on 5s?
To 4
Oh,
because of the charge.
That's true.
Right.
Well, they're hitting on 4s then.
4s.
That's good.
All right.
Ah, good. Wonderful. Very, very good. Yes, the boars don't get to fight back. So the Paragon Blade will hit on 3s. Yep, very good. He misses twice and kills on 2s. He killed 2 pig riders.
Instant death.
Yeah, no. And then the bunch of tactical marines, but nah. We're going to say he dies there on that one. I want to do this Contemptor fight. I want to beat up some of these Terminators that just worked us over on this side of the battlefield. They got 4 attacks. We hit twice, and we wounded twice. But each of those, so each model, one model has to take 3 saves, and another one has to take 3 saves. First guy, ooh, nice. But it is instant death, so a guy dies. It's strength 9. And then 1 more save for the second guy. 1 more set of saves. 1 more set of 3, I mean. And he also dies. Oof. And then you get you would have fought at the same time. You would have piled in something like that. So it's 6 lightning claw guys and a power sword, which you could do the power sword first and then the lightning claws afterwards, I suppose. Did it off camera. The sword did nothing, but we got 2 rending hits with lightning claws, which go right to my invulnerable save, and we take 1. So we're down to 5 on him, and we won that combat. We did 4 wounds to you because they're 2 wounds each, and I killed 2 guys. Even with instant death, we took 1, so we won by 3. So your leadership down to 5, essentially, here.
Oof.
Maybe, oh, that's not gonna help either. So we're gonna sweep. We got 5. We might get them. That'd be kind of cool. And, oh, yeah, we scatter them. All of them are dead. They do not regroup near the relic. And then we just go ahead and consolidate towards the objective for all that helps. We got a victory point for killing them, but we also lost a victory point on the glorious pig charge. And then we're left with the large fight over here. Whatever. My speaker, the dead, will issue a challenge if you want to accept it with Typhon.
I will accept.
Yeah, that's fair. You can go ahead and do his witch-blooded power now to see if he gets extra stats. Leadership check. He passes. He gets D3. He's web skill 7, and he gets D3 additional attacks if you want to roll that up. His attacks go from like 5, well, 1 more, whatever it is, +1. We actually want to issue the challenge with the Bogmortian Force Commander instead. This is his honor. This is his right. So it's the same difference. It just means that the commander over there is doing the challenge. And then we go to initiative, which I think Typhon is at least the fastest, if not the same as my Speaker of the Dead. We'll go ahead and do... I'll fight you first with the Speaker of the Dead. We're attacking the Death Shroud, who are weapon skill, effectively Typhon. So 5s to hit. Re-rolling. Yeah. Oh, it didn't really help. Didn't matter what I rolled there. And that's a wounded AP2 on your Death Shroud. 5 up and vulnerable save on him from the Great Frost Axe. Oh, nice, no damage. And then the rest of my guys are AP1. So then Typhon attacks into the Force Commander with Lacrimae. Lacrimae's 4 attacks base. He's definitely in contact with more than one model for Reaping Blow, and the Witch-Blooded Power gave you 1 more attack. So these are 6 attacks hitting on 3s. And I don't think it's it might be Mastercrafted. It's not Mastercraft, but it's a rerollable Fleshbane. So 1 more reroll. That's his Warlord trait. All Fleshbane and Poison get better. So 4 wounding hits on our Force Commander, which are instant death. So, but he's got 3 up and vulnerable saves.
3 up and vulnerable save, all right?
Let's see. Oh, he dies many times. He failed. Oh, he failed 2 of them. Yeah. So Lacrimae cuts off. It's like no problem for the Death Guard commander.
Human.
And then we could do the Death Shroud Terminators next in initiative order. So we got Reaping Blow on him as well. Yep, those all hit. Actually, one of those does miss because we're the same weapon skill because we charged. And those wound. They're only AP3. I have Artificer Armor, which helps. Brave Grenadiers get to go as well as their command squad. Hitting on, what's their weapon skill?
So they go up to 4.
Oh, they're safe. They still hit on 5s.
All right, hitting on 5s. This is the first half.
Nice.
6 hits on the first half, second half on 5s. Okay, the Warlord trait, even though he's dead, gives me +1 strength when I charge. Anax gives me another strength, so I'm at strength 5.
Ooh, 3s to wound. With Shred?
With Shred.
Very good.
Roll.
5, 6, 7 wounds, all 2 ups. Oh, they actually cut down a Death Shroud Terminator.
Wow.
He had only 2 wounds left, so that Typhon takes none of those. But that's a funny way to die. We have a Power Fist on the Lieutenant, and then my Death Sworn will go after that.
All right, so hitting on 5s, nothing.
Nope. My guys are going to go ahead and pile in here. We're just going to go ahead and try and overwhelm. We only hit him on 5s, but we're going to try and overwhelm him with good rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dudes attacking, and they're 4 attacks each. 5s to hit. Here's all of the dice. Ooh, not bad start. We get to reroll for Hatred. And the reroll, ooh, we got 4 more hits. Not a whole lot, but maybe enough. Now these are, those are all, that does 3 wounds to my guys as well, because I have to, my weapons are what's called gets hot when they charge. And these wound on 2s, because that's just the rule. They're Fleshbane. They get Fleshbane. So 8 wounding hits at AP2. He has a what's his base toughness? Ooh, I gotta look at him. Doesn't matter. My attack's only strength 5. I didn't do Howl of the Death Wolf that turn. And he is dead. He takes 7 wounds. he's cut down by...
The holy number of noodles.
That's the holy number. Oh, I forgot to include the 2 guys who died earlier. Actually, I didn't lose anyone. That was earlier. But we took out Callous Typhon. That does give us a couple more victory points to Death Shroud and him. And all of those consolidate and explode out. They would consolidate out, and then we go to the traitor turns, but they, even without doing anything, they're getting an extra 3 victory points here, which we can't prevent. And they are, well, we're currently at 7 points, and they're at 11 plus 3, plus a couple more I didn't count. So they're at 15 points, and they're going to gain 3 more for 18 points. So the game is kind of mathematically over, and we probably got all the interesting combats resolved. Because now it's just the Titan firing at things and a few of the Mechanicum like Skoria running around cleaning up and nonsense like that. I don't think the Loyalists are going to be able to get a foothold here and prevent the leaving of the battlefield.
We've got at least one more turn of scoring, no matter what you do.
Correct, yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. I think we'll be ahead on that, so.
We'll end it there. We'll jump into a post game.
Absolutely.
There it is.
Here we go. Welcome to the post game, everybody. Luke is on the other side of the camera.
I'm just monitoring equipment.
With the world's steadiest camera hand.
Yeah.
I bet you're not even going to see it bump once.
No, not at all. We got a fancy
impressive
device here.
So yeah, that's the kind of the end of the game, and I think I'll start before we talk about the game overall and kind of have that chat. This game and the previous game are kind of a part of a thought experiment we've had a little bit, in that we filmed it in a slightly different style than we have Bat Rips in the past. In that we didn't show every little thing.
Yeah.
There was a lot of rolling that happened off camera and things like that. So we were able to do a bigger game with more stuff going on. Because this is, normally we play with about 6,000 points on the table total. 5 to 6,000.
5 to 6,000 is the number.
We were able to crank this up to
10K.
Yeah,
10,000.
10,000 even, by kind of speeding through some of this stuff. So I really would like some feedback from folks, like, would you like to see more content like this, or would you like to see more of like what I'm going to call like matched play,
Standard size
show
games.
every little kind of standard? I'm very curious on the feedback, because I don't know about you guys, but like these weird missions are kind of more appealing.
Yeah, well, I like the
different
Apex
forces
missions
and all that, and I don't know. There's a part of me that like there's not a single heavy weapon squad, 10 las cannons.
Yeah.
There's not a master of signals or whatever he's called or anything like that, and it's. I don't know. This was different and weird. Obviously, it went south pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
It was the nature of the mission and the
glorious.
units. Yeah.
I think it's the nature of the Bogmort militia, really. They're there to die.
If the first turn for the Loyalists went a little bit better, ideally killing the Spartan right away, forcing Callus out where he was, and then having a few more impactful hits. There was something else, I can't remember what it was, where we wanted to line up a few more kills, but didn't. The Terminators and...
Yeah, the
I think the
Cataphractile.
Ogren's running away.
Yeah, the Ogren's running away didn't help a lot at all.
7 models in that unit,
Ooh,
so
yeah.
Yeah, that was an expensive one to lose there. They lost exactly enough for a morale check, just to fail that morale check, yeah.
I mean, that's militia, though. You fail morale if you don't take the right provenance, right?
Yeah. Missions like this, I don't know what the unit count difference was. I only kind of realized it once we were already into the game. I'm like, oh, we have like about 30% more units in our list than the opponent does. So you have to try and keep those. I probably would try and keep those a little bit closer together. I had a pretty elite wolf list, but the militia were very numerous. Many essentially victory point bubbles.
Yeah, I
to
think
pop,
that definitely there was like. I think the one thing I can say with confidence is that you were the only one who understood how the mission worked.
Oh, I didn't.
It wasn't until like turn 2 that I figured out how scoring worked.
Yeah, right. There's a lot to explain with it, but the enemies were not aware that they also got victory points for killing things. It's that everyone gets to score that one.
And I think, like, moving forward, if it was to be a similar scenario, maybe taking that away would make it much more even.
Well,
I know it's adjusting a game system, but
you do with Apex missions, you're supposed to adjust them to whatever makes. What we could have done is just made sure both of our forces had the same amount of units. Not that this was that skewed. It wasn't like a blowout or anything. It would have been a pretty close game overall, but the writing's on the wall towards the end here. Plus, in the interest of time, it is quite later in the day. We wouldn't be able to play too many more turns.
That's fair, because one of the positive talking points, like I said, not fully understanding, we spent all of our time talking about kind of the forces that we wanted to bring, like as far as a theme, as opposed to like, well, here's the rules for the mission. How can we kind of into that specifically? Yeah. And I don't know. I think generally that leads to more interesting stuff. Sometimes, I mean, there's a little bit of a blowout with things, the Bogmortians dying en masse, but there's, I think, more opportunity for really kind of neat, cool stuff to happen.
definitely
that's a little bit more far out. So I'm very curious on getting feedback from the viewers on, I don't know, do you want to see more kind of weird stuff like this, or do you want more of the, like I said, the match play kind of vibe? But
I'd imagine, if I had to guess, more the Apex stuff. I have a good amount of fun playing the Apex, but I think their new match play missions are pretty good too. They're pretty zany.
they're good missions. It's
Yeah.
just it's a different vibe for the
Yeah.
forces and everything else being brought.
Yeah, well, because you can expect a lot of the familiar culprits there. The stuff that Josh mentioned earlier, and dreadnought spam and stuff like that,
Heavy
or like
weapons.
weapon skill 5 dudes and armor 14 transports across the board. All the standard. You don't get to you got to see the glorious Death Guard Legion Terminator Squad do quite well actually, and they did well. They did
them actually show up and actually do a lot of work because
They did good first game too.
in a lot of different lists in more of a I don't say competitive, but like that kind of a vibe. There's a lot of tools in the list to just shut stuff like that down.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. We get to see Terminators run wild and do Terminator things.
Yeah, that's true.
fun.
Well, I think most of the issue is like those Terminators are the same points as weapon skill 5 better equipped Legion Terminators.
Yeah.
that's more of a culprit there than like they should be cheaper than what they are, or the Legion guys should be more
Except for
expensive.
the Death Guard ones. But
Yeah, well, Death Shroud are kind of a meme, but they look great.
they look
They do.
super cool.
Yeah, I run them most games I can, and they do nothing for me. So it's like dead points essentially.
But yeah, from the player's perspective, give me your overall impressions for.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great time. It's been a lot of fun. I think, just to your point of this type of game, I think when we were ever in doubt, we lent more towards what would thematically happen, and that just gave it just a bit more flavor for us. Certainly from my perspective anyway, that was far better than match play, but of course, goes to the viewership on that one, but certainly being here has been a great experience.
Yeah, it's like it goes in line with like the original, in my opinion, the original philosophy of like wargaming in general. It's kind of like, every turn doesn't have to be the same as the other turns. You can kind of adjust things and like maybe put in a few more elements just to keep it spicy for both teams. Where it's like, well, we're probably going to lose. How do we change this up so we can keep playing? Because we want to keep playing, right? And like, let's put in another element. Oh, maybe you get more stuff here, or maybe there's another objective you can go for.
Yeah.
Or, just simply making things reasonable for both sides. Like, oh, can I charge you? Sure, no problem. Or what happens here? This is a weird circumstance. Well, move this out of the way and it's fine.
They're really cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you just figure it out, right? You don't have to. There's a lot of rules in the game, but the rules are more guidelines than anything. It's kind of like, imagine the rules is someone wrote them for themselves to play with their buddies, and they said, "Here, I'm going to print this, and you guys can play with it too. You don't have to follow them, but these are just what we play with, and change whatever you like."
The rules are guidelines.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're meant to be kind of messed with and molded to what you guys want to play with at home. If you don't like Brutal 3 on Dreadnoughts, don't play Brutal 3 on Dreadnoughts,
Yeah, I play 200. That's usually.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, maybe tacticals are too cheap at 10 points. Maybe you don't like that. You have to pay 5 points for a chainsaw. Maybe you can give them chains for free. Who cares? You just do whatever you want, right? You do it. Events are a different thing.
If you've got a right of war that makes something a compulsory troop, it also gets line.
Yeah, that
Things
stuff
like that.
kind of makes sense.
Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, so. And then for the glorious Bogmortians, obviously, like super excited to play against them. That was neat. None of your guns make sense.
Yeah.
But how do you feel like they performed? Is this typical to what you've had in other games that you played?
Yeah, I'd say Militia they did as good as I would expect Militia to do.
Yeah.
If you don't take a certain provenance for the leadership, like Alchem Jackers or something to make them stubborn, they're going to run away.
Yeah.
Right? You can only put so many discipline masters in the units, right? Without a certain provenance, the Ogrins can't get one, so they're stubborn 7. Right?
Yep.
They roll that 8 and they're gone.
Yep. That's the problem with Militia. They're definitely like not the strongest thing in the game, but they look great on the
You
table.
can take a lot of bodies, right, as we saw.
Yeah.
And those Assault 3, Poison 3+ weapons, they can do work, but just not enough.
They're very kind of glass cannony. Like,
Yeah,
if you
for
can
sure.
get the first hit in, you'll do fairly well. But like any return fire, you just melt.
Right. And I just don't have in my collection like Lehman Russ, a bunch of Lehman Russ tanks, right?
No, I can help.
I can't do the armor spam kind of thing. I just have mostly infantry, so.
But I feel like this was a lot more flavor than that anyway.
Yeah.
This seems like a Bogmortian list, you know? Something about it screams the swamp.
The pigs always disappoint every game.
How many points are they though?
Oh god, like 275 or something like that.
Even with us trying to give them like the path to victory, we're like, no shooting the pigs, let them go.
Yeah.
We'll get one Overwatch at the end, 7 pigs die.
The worst part about it is I'm thinking about it like comparing them to another unit and being like, if they face an
Yeah.
equivalent point of Death Shroud, I'm like, no, the Death Shroud just win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the Death Shroud are so awful.
One-
So
Yeah, Death Shroud are one of the
attack
worst
with
things
that
in the game,
lance.
yeah.
Only being able to take one
I
attack with
thought,
that
you,
lance.
I thought you were gonna have 3
Oh,
each,
no.
is what you were saying.
No.
No,
It's
one
so
attack per
rough.
model. It's like the
Yeah.
same with the golden Keshig and
Yeah.
just one attack with those lances.
Ungainly.
The Custodians get around it with their weird lances, but
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they have a different. They have a Custodes lance.
They have one attack built in, but on the charge you'll get Death Shroud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Oh yeah,
sense for
theirs are
Custodians.
like built with one attack on the profile
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you get other ways. So I think we're kind of at the ramble stage. Any closing thoughts for you guys?
No,
Any messages to the viewers at home?
No, it was super fun. Go get your militia armies out and
Yeah.
see if I'm missing something.
Definitely playing against Militia was a completely different turn of events for me, so I think it kept it a lot more interesting than usual games.
That's the nice thing about Militia. If someone's putting Militia down, you can just put like all tactical Marines in your list or something.
Right.
And you'll probably have a pretty damn good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marines
Yeah.
are super scary
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
Yeah, and then you know they die in mass as well. They're only 1 wound with a 3-up save, so you're looking at like even Terminator, like a basic squad of Terminators with 2 wounds is insane.
Sure.
So you can kind of like you can have fun with some of the pieces you don't normally get to play with.
I mean,
It's kind of like
someone shows up at Thunder Stubs, then
Oh, the Thunder Stubs.
yeah.
Oh, that first game.
That was
So good.
became a little infamous after that
it's
first
hilarious.
game. It's a concussive weapon that only hits on 5s.
Brutal too.
Brutal 2. Oh, God, it's Brutal 2 with no
Yeah.
EP. The weirdest weapon. Or whatever. It is what it is. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, obviously. There's going to be more Heresy to come. Just trying to ramp up, try to do more narrative stuff, just trying to change up the way we play Heresy. Nothing wrong with the match play elements, but that can get stale kind of fast. So it's good to try out these, especially when you have people willing to try them out and put themselves out there to try it out, especially if they're not really that intimate with this kind of gameplay. But anyway, leave some feedback down below, guys. What you guys ideally want to see in the future, what you're excited for in the future, and happy wargaming.
Yeah.
Happy wargaming.
Thank you.